Alright guys, so I know if you've been paying attention, we got a lot of really startling things going on with the more common ICE raids, kidnapping people. All of this stuff that they're doing is illegal. They're making threats of suspending habeas corpus, which basically means that effectively at that point we're sort of in the wild, wild west. People would be right to perceive any interaction with any pseudo-legal authority as potentially their last moments where they have any sort of freedom at all, and all rights would be taken away. Which I think law enforcement people should come out against this, because that's going to put them at greater risk. Because if people are scared of being kidnapped and taken away forever, that turns into it turns from a potentially structured, somewhat safe interaction that has no finality in terms of rights and freedoms. Like, if we can still follow the legal process and everybody is doing their best to have the best interaction that's safe for everybody, and you go through the legal process, that's one thing. But if they turn it into a situation where you don't have any more rights, and you're worried about being sent to a foreign torture facility or death camp, which we have reason to believe that these places, like the CCOT facility, is essentially a death camp. At a minimum, it's a concentration camp. That's worrisome. I understand if you're scared of this situation. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was a little bit nervous about it. But I gotta ask you this. Are you ready to give up just because things are getting scary? Because this is life now. They're going to keep putting pressure on us, and we have to keep fighting back, and we have to redouble our efforts. I'm not saying do violence. You have a right to defend yourself. I wouldn't accuse anybody of doing anything stupid if they had to act in ways that they wouldn't normally, because they felt like their life was on the line. I understand that. Redouble our efforts peacefully. They're trying to crack down on social media. They're censoring people more. They're trying to, there's like a crazy law in Texas that they're trying to pass where it's going to restrict people's speech. That particular one is about people talking about any like abortion medication or anything like that, but that could lead to further censorship. And if we're not able to get the message out, it's going to be a problem. So we need backup plans. We need to redouble our efforts. We need to get louder. We need to get stronger in our opposition. And we need to be making plans in case we need alternatives. All right.